about the Real Housewives of Atlanta season. Um, it was a boring episode. It really, really was. I don't know why they keep dragging this on, but we'll keep talking about it. Whatever. The ladies are on their way to the Philippines. Everybody is going. Well, we get to that. Um, First it was Dimitri. I think was there first. Then Cynthia came. Then Portia came. And then next thing you know, it was like a car just sitting like off. So next thing you know, I guess Phaedra had texted Portia and told her she was pulling up. So Portia goes to the car, and Phaedra says she doesn't want to get out until it's check-in time. Okay, and by then, Kenya and the other ladies had showed up or whatever. But my whole thing was that this is why I said what I said last review. Phaedra shouldn't have came. Phaedra should not have been involved in this trip. Only lady should have been involved in this trip was the ladies that went to Dr. Jeff's session and got something out of it. Because she wasn't there. So she still has beef with these ladies and she don't really want to be around them. So, and if you guys are going to start something fresh, somebody that has beef with you shouldn't be there until she square away her issues. So I had a problem with Phaedra just being there. Then so they all get there. First of all, Portia had like 5 bags. In a way, I'm not mad at her because as long as they were staying. But then, in a way, I'm like, girl, really? Really? You need an arrival outfit, a on the plane outfit, probably an off the plane. Girl, all that. Let me tell you something. She talking about it might be some single men. Bitch, let me tell you. Girl, let me tell you something. This is a young ass girl. They don't care. A real man is not worried about what labels you got on and what you got on. Girl, boo. Somebody needs to, while y'all holding on to Portia, somebody needs to be grabbing her ass and teaching her something. Like, for real, for real. All this materialistic shit, it's going to get played out and then wonder why you get caught the names you get. I just don't get it. But anyway, so they all go on this long ass 20-hour trip. I don't know if I can be able to laugh on the plane that long. Let's see if I don't like some of them. I'm just saying. But yeah, they all go on a trip, which was cool. Like Portia, Phaedra tells them that Nene won't be there because of the blood clot or whatever, and her can't travel that long. And I get that. So Kenya fall back with that, them comments she be saying in the confessionals about Nene and the blood clot. Like, that's true. Come on, oh, I know she will find a reason to not come. Yeah, she doesn't too much care for y'all. Why do y'all care if she come if y'all feel the way y'all feel about her? Like, why was it such a big deal? What was this shade being thrown for? I didn't get it. But hey, whatever. So let's talk about Nene before we get to the Philippines. We're gonna get Nene all out the way in probably 60 seconds. Because I didn't pay attention. I didn't care. She went to New York. She was talking to the director. He's trying to give her pointers. She's trying to tell him how she run shit and how she gonna do shit. And I'm like, girl, this is why this probably gonna be your last play. I don't know. But even when she was reading, I was just like, that's not making nobody want to go see that shit. So, okay. Another scene we seen her in where the little segment where they show Greg going to take her to see her name on the building with Keke Palmer's name. And I thought that was cool. Like I said, can't take nothing away from her of doing Broadway. I just don't too much care for her. So all that goes out the window for me paying attention. So let's get to the Philippines. So they get to the Philippines and the place was really nice. And I'm sitting there like, you motherfuckers be shading Claudia and Demetria and them. But where they took y'all was bomb as hell. For to be the new girls, Bravo, whoever paying for this shit, where they took y'all was really, really nice. Y'all kissing Nene ass and all that bitch who took y'all was to Savannah. I don't know. Maybe it was just me. But the place was really, really nice. Claudia ended up giving Phaedra the bigger room, Sam, because she is going through some things. And I'm like, okay. I can't be mad at for her for picking the room she wanted to for Phaedra. This is your trip. If that's who you want to have the room without nobody else arguing, hey, nobody argued about it. So Phaedra, you get the big room. I'm not gonna say it was the best room, but shit, she got the biggest room. Um, so they do all that, and then Claudia was like, let everybody get some rest. We've been on that long flight, long bus ride to get here. Let everybody get some rest. But instead of everybody going to get some rest, they all went in the same. And Portia and Phaedra went in the room. Candy like, fuck all y'all bitches. I'm going to talk to my man on Skype and have some phone sex. That's basically what she probably did. And then the other ladies, Team Pretty, they went into Claudia's room and they all sit there and talked. And Portia was asking Phaedra, how does she feel about being around Cynthia and all that kind of stuff. So they kind of threw shade on that kind of way. And, Phaedra was just basically saying how she hopes this is going to be a nice trip and she still feels some kind of, I'm talking. But anyway, there it go. So, like I said, I don't understand why you here if you still have these negative vibes. Oh, before they got to the hotel, resort, farm, whatever it's called, before they got there, when they got off the plane and was on their way there, I think it was Kenya asked to stop at McDonald's. And they all stopped. They got off at McDonald's or whatever. I wasn't mad because I feel like I've been on a 20-hour flight. They only giving me juice and soda and peanuts. I'm just saying because they look like they was on first class. Yeah, bitch. And that's my only familiar food. I'm going to McDonald's. Fuck how much money I got in my pocket. McDonald's is always going to be a familiar place regardless of where you go. So, I think it was Candy asked Phaedra, was she getting off the bus? And Phaedra was like, no. I'm sitting there like, again, why are you here? You didn't want to get out the car. You don't want to get off the bus and go into McDonald's and stuff. You don't want to be around these women. Why are you here? I'm sorry. If I was Claudia, I would have checked her. I'm just saying. And then I like the part where Kenya and Claudia was playing around in McDonald's and they was flirting with the man and they was talking about needing donors. That part was funny to me because I like when they're in a room together because it's not drama. It's just, whether it's petty, childish, it's just fun. You know what I'm saying? That's why I like them in a room together. Whether if it's fake friendship or not, they just laugh and kiki and it's just not arguing. Like I said, so Phaedra and Portia's in the room, and then you have the other girls in the room, and it was just, let me see what I had, because to me, I was so tuned out that I was just like, oh my god. Oh, the other girls was talking about the atmosphere, like how everything seems so different that Nene's not there, and stuff like that, and I'm sitting there like, why are y'all talking about her? She's not here. Like, y'all making it a negative energy just talking about her because y'all just bringing it, the fun is down. Don't concentrate on her. Concentrate on just having fun. What else happened? Oh, later in that day, Phaedra and Claudia have a talk or whatever. Everybody get some rest, and that shit was funny when Claudia was doing Portia a little stank walk when she kicked them out her room. That shit was funny. But everybody, the next day, Phaedra, like I said, Phaedra and Claudia's talking. Kenya's at the gym exercising. Then she's talking to Brandon and making sure everything is all right on the set and keeping him focused on the set or whatever. But with Claudia and Phaedra, they were talking about, thanks for coming, thanks for giving me the room. And then Claudia brings up Phaedra's divorce and said that she's also been through that. And she's telling Phaedra her experience of going through divorce and being depressed and drinking and all this kind of stuff. But Phaedra was looking at her like, okay, bitch, now what? And what? The whole time she just look, regardless of that being a cool conversation and stuff like that, Phaedra was still giving her this stank look like, bitch, I really don't want to talk to you. I don't know why you telling me all your business. And my thing is right there, Phaedra, if you didn't care, you should have stopped her in her tracks and told her, well, I really don't want to get this deep with you, so let's in this conversation. But no, Phaedra heard everything she had to say. And then when she asked Phaedra about her, Phaedra was talking about, well, I really don't want to talk to you about that, which is understandable. which is understandable because you don't really know her from a can of paint to go that deep um in, into your personal life with her. I get that. On my camera again. Oh, they still kind of both opened up and talked or whatever, so that was cool. Um, then she asked her like, because Phaedra brought up only person she really been talking to is Portia and Nene. Once again, after you and had this talk with Candy, so once again, you still saying you only them the only people that's talked to you and been there for you and all this kind of stuff, and that's the only people you talk to. Okay. So she was asking her what about Candy, and no love lost, but she ain't really been dealing with Candy. That's basically what she said. Then she was talking about how but she will talk to her. She just think that everything got whatever. I'm just like, okay, okay. That's my whole thing was with her. Um, she said she'll talk to her at the spa. So then Claudia wants everybody to change and be cool and peaceful. And she was like asking her, like, why you gotta be the one to kind of do this. And, Claudia just wanted everybody to be cool and all this beefing and bickering and bull. It's just dumb to me. So then you got Candy and Phaedra go to the spa. And I kind of got upset with this too, because Phaedra just fraudulent to me. She fake as fuck. And every time it's her thing, she just prove it more and fucking more. She has this talk with Candy, and Candy just basically, ask her, what's up? Like, I keep hearing this stuff. I went to Dr. Jeff and he said something, and Portia said something, and Nene said something. Like, what are you going to tell them that you're not telling me after we thought we were cool? And she was like, well, I really didn't say anything to them. Well, she said, I haven't said anything. And when she said Portia brought something up, her whole face changed. And then she was like, well, maybe, what she say? Portia said, you feel some kind of way. Maybe it got lost in translation. And I'm like, so you didn't say nothing to them other girls about her. You say all of this, y'all cool, dude. And then as soon as you get in, they show you in the confessional, you're saying the same thing over and over again that she's not been a real good friend to you, and you don't understand why you study saying this. That's why I don't get. Why would you say in the confessionals you're not saying to Candy's face? I just don't get. Oh, our friendship's so strong that we'll get past. No, bitch. Because when I watch this back, I will see what kind of real friend you are. I'm not talking shit about you, but you still keep throwing me under the bus. I don't fucking get it. And like Candy said, I've been going through some things. Because she was like, well, you said you've been going through some things. Candy was like, I have. And I read Candy's blog, and she was saying how she had people staying with her. She had people, her family members tripping on her at the time. Plus the play, plus her and Todd's bullshit. So she was going through a lot of things. It wasn't just the play. And then she was like, well, I see you on Instagram and you got time for other people. I hate when people do that. I hate when people do that. Because I had an experience like that. People be thinking because I live in Vegas, or if I'm going out somewhere, I'm just balling out of fucking control. So they'll see me post a picture or see me say I'm going somewhere, and then all of a sudden be like, oh, do you have some money? Or can we do... It's just because I said I was going somewhere or you seen me with some people don't mean I got to come up. I got, some big time money. So that Instagram get you in trouble. People just put too much into motherfucking status and pictures. I just don't get it. So whatever with that. Then Candy brings up Nene and how she don't understand how can you forgive Nene and talk to Nene. It's not pausing on y'all the way it keep pausing on me. But if it is, or y'all can't hear my audio or something like that, because I know a lot of people have been complaining about my audio. I don't know what's going on. When I watch it back, my audio is playing, my shit be playing. Forgive me. I'm just saying, bitch broke. So anyway, Candy brings up Nene, and she was just like, I don't understand how you can forgive her and talk to her and be so cool with her after all the shit she has said to you and about you. dogged you out, but you can't do the same for Cynthia and Kenya. And she's really not seeing the big picture. She's really not getting it. And Bravo played it back of how Nene dogged her and shit like that, but Phaedra. And I get it. You get to forgive who you want to. You get to be friends who you want to. I get that part too. It's just when she be acting like she doesn't do anything wrong, it's the problem with me. But I get it. Like, bitch, just because I'm cool with her, I ain't gotta be cool with you. I do get that part. My thing is, I do get where Candy coming from. Like, this bitch dog do the fuck out, and then all of a sudden, y'all just ace bone coons. Hell no, bitch. I would always have to sleep with both eyes open, fucking with Nene. So all the ladies go to yoga, and they're Candy's having a hard time. Sorry, Candy. I would have been like you, Candy. Bitch, I ain't into yoga too. So a lot of that stretching, I would have been like Candy, like bitch, But then again, I'm like Candy, you just this sex pot. You should know how to be flexible. I'm just saying. But that shit was so funny when Candy fell asleep. I was rolling when she fell asleep. I'm telling you, I laughed so hard when she fell asleep because I was so here for it. Like, bitch, she died. Um. So after that, they all had this. They had to go to this dinner that Claudia was giving. Claudia smuggled in some chicken and some drink. I wasn't mad at her, but I'm like, them people are gonna fucking get you for bringing that shit on their resort, and then you broadcasting this shit on TV. But okay. Um. But yeah, but before they get there, all the ladies get there. She tells, I think it was Cynthia and Demetria, how she talks to Phaedra. And I'm like, that is not their business that you talk to Phaedra. Why are you telling them this? And how she cried and all this kind of stuff. Then Cynthia like, well, how is she gonna cry with you and talk to you when you've been knowing her 5 minutes and I've been knowing her all this time and she don't talk to me. Then she don't like you. And I don't even know why Cynthia would fix her mouth to say that. That I really don't. Cause she don't like you. That's why she don't. There's a lot of people that I just meet that I can probably talk to more than a lot of people I've been knowing for 20 fucking years. Because the people that have been knowing me for 20 years are more fucking judgmental. Just saying. So all the ladies end up coming or whatever, and Portia, they was talking about the wine and how strong it was or whatever. And Portia, Cynthia said, here, taste this. And gave Portia a sip of the wine. I said, oh, it was a problem when y'all was with Demetria, was that Puerto Rico, whatever the fuck they was at? When y'all was with Demetria and you was in front of Nene, and Nene was talking about drinking off of a glass. You was over there laughing and kicking with her, but all of a sudden, Nene ain't there. You can drink off of Cynthia's glass. I'm just saying, kind of funny and suspect to me. And even Cynthia was like, she's slow when she's off her leash. I'm just saying, people, you wonder why people talk about you, motherfucker. You can't be. I'm just saying. I think she would be cool with these girls if Cynthia Nene wasn't around, but she's fraudulent too. But I like how Claudia made everybody sit in different seats. They wasn't clicked up together. I really like that. That's how you get a conversation started. That's how when you get to know other people, when you're not always all clicked up. So Claudia tell the ladies how she planned this fun trip or whatever, and they was all cool with it, and they gonna go riding on camels and riding on asses and stuff. They was laughing, having fun about that. But then Claudia brings Cynthia. Whoa, I'm sitting there like, oh shit, here we go. And she was talking about moving forward. So Claudia was like, well, ask Cynthia, do you have anything to say to, if we're going to be moving forward and having fun on this trip and we're going to be here for a while, do you have anything to say to Phaedra? So Cynthia apologized for her actions with the Mr. Chocolate comment and stuff like that. Phaedra over there eating her food. Like, I don't got time for this bullshit. I don't want to talk to these bitches. That's what Phaedra was giving me. So Phaedra was just still looking like whatever, and they asked her did she have anything to say back, and she was just looking like, bitch, no. So then, Portia brings up, I think she started laughing and she was like, "Am I gonna be checked for laughing?" And Claudia was like, "Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't." And she was like, "Well, I'm not gonna be hushed." I think Kenya told her to hush, and she was like, "Well, I'm not gonna be hushed and woo." But I'm like, and then Kenya was like, "Well, she's looking for that moment again, like she always do." And I got that because I felt like this was between them. Just be quiet and let this conversation go at the table. So I got what they were trying to tell her to be quiet, but I did get her with like, bitch, I'm a grown ass woman. You ain't gonna be hushing me. So I get that, but I just felt like if she wouldn't have even chimed in, laughed or nothing, and just let that conversation go. Don't laugh because Phaedra don't want to apologize. Just be quiet. Be quiet. Change the subject. I don't know, but she just act like a child to me. Um, so then Claudia, shut everybody up because everybody started going at it at the table or whatever. So Claudia kind of shut them up and was like, it's between them. So Phaedra was like, I have nothing to say. Move it on. So then Kenya was like, tells Phaedra like that Cynthia was being sincere and that you always do that. People apologize to you and you just brush them off or act like they're invisible, and that is what she do. And Bravo showed the flashbacks of how she always shut down on people when they're trying to talk to her. Then Phaedra was like, well, you talk shit about me in public. Kenya was like, you did the same thing. Like both of them did tit for tat in the fucking social media and blogs and interviews and stuff like that. So hey. But I got where Kenya was coming from on social media. Like, bitch, you're not gonna keep calling me a whore. So hey. Claudia said, can we put this to bed? Like, is there any way that y'all can put this to bed, Kenya? And Kenya was just basically like, I would like to talk to her one on one alone without nobody there, have a grown ass conversation with her. So she was like, okay, I'll do it. So everybody clapped, and then she was like in the discussion, she was like, I guess I would oblige her since she's been begging. And I'm sitting there like, see, this is why I just want Kenya to say, fuck you. And if you think I fucked your sorry ass criminal husband, because I don't have time to be keep kissing your ass. I want Kenya to treat Phaedra the same way Kenya treats Nene. Bitch, I'm not fucking kissing your ass for no apology or you to see that I'm not no hoe. Fuck you. If I was Kenya, I would start talking shit back to her. Bitch, you fraudulent bitch. If I'm a hoe, bitch, you fraudulent because you was doing that shit with your husband and old girl. And see how fucking Phaedra like that. Bitch, you don't like, I don't like to be called a hoe, and you don't like to be called a criminal. I'm just sorry, because every time that Kenya tried to take a step, then Phaedra get these confessionals and start talking shit. I'm sorry, I can't deal with that. I can't. And then these confessionals be taped after they did all this. That's why I feel the way I feel about her. Because you said all of this after when you could have said all of this then. So like I said, everybody's happy that they're gonna speak. So everybody start laughing and jumping and talking and happy and drinking and all that kind of stuff and talking about booties and showing booties and who got the biggest booty and okay. Then they started making Portia do her little her little walk, and Claudia called it a stanky leg with a weak knee, and I fell out, and that was all of the damn Real Housewives of Atlanta season 7, episode 19. That was all it. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I hope my audio and my video was not okay this time. Like I said, I'm trying to work up on my blackout tickets for Atlanta September the 5th. Make sure y'all be there before I be trying to work on the camera. I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm just saying. So yeah, make sure you guys check out Ashley Miller, Steve Minted, Sean Bradley, James Caldwell, everybody. Everybody do Real Housewives of Atlanta reviews. So everybody that y'all notice in the YouTube family, go on to check them out. Much love from KY, all that. We got a new YouTube family member. Well, she's been supporting me for a long time, so this is my way to support her back. Y'all go check out my bad. Tiki is TIKKI 44. She has been doing videos all day and stuff like that. She's a new YouTuber. Y'all go check her out. She has been really been supporting all of us, mostly all of us that I know I watch. She has been supporting. So you guys go and check out her channel. Real down to earth, real honest, open. Stay out here in Vegas. Go check her out. Tiki 44. TIKKI 44. Yeah. TIKKI 44. I just want to make sure. But yeah, and tell her that the ghetto view sent you. Hey girl. And I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Peace out.